Hello everyone, welcome back to Global Alert TV, your trusted source for the most shocking and urgent updates from the Russia-Ukraine war front. In what could be one of the boldest Ukrainian operations in months, two major airports near Moscow have been struck by a wave of coordinated drone and missile attacks, shaking the very core of Russia's capital region. According to multiple regional sources, Ukrainian long-range drones, likely launched from deep within Ukrainian-held territory, successfully penetrated Russian air defenses in the early hours of the morning, targeting Domodedovo and Vnukovo airports, two of the busiest and most strategic air hubs serving Moscow. Eyewitnesses described terrifying scenes as explosions lit up the night sky, followed by fires that raged through hangars and fuel storage areas. Emergency sirens wailed as Russian emergency services scrambled to contain the blaze, while panicked passengers and staff rushed to evacuation points amid chaos and confusion. The Russian Ministry of Defense initially tried to downplay the incident, claiming that most drones were intercepted, but social media videos told a completely different story, showing massive fireballs, destroyed terminals, and burned-out runways that contradicted the official narrative. This attack marks a significant escalation in Ukraine's ability to strike deep inside Russian territory, beyond the border regions, showing the growing reach and sophistication of Kyiv's drone warfare technology. Analysts say the attacks were symbolic as well as strategic. By hitting Moscow's airports, Ukraine is sending a direct message to the Kremlin that no part of Russia is untouchable anymore. The timing of the strike was equally strategic, coming just days after Russia launched a heavy missile barrage on Kyiv, Kharkiv, and Odessa. Ukrainian officials hinted that this was a response of precision and purpose, suggesting the operation was planned for maximum psychological and logistical impact. Satellite imagery released hours later revealed extensive damage to airport infrastructure, with at least 4 aircraft destroyed on the ground and fuel depots severely damaged. Flights were immediately suspended, and thousands of passengers were stranded across the Moscow region as the Kremlin ordered the Federal Air Transport Agency to shut down air traffic until further notice. Meanwhile, Russian state media struggled to control the narrative, oscillating between denial and damage control, while angry voices online demanded to know how Ukrainian drones managed to reach the capital again despite Moscow's heavily fortified air defense ring. Experts believe Ukraine used a mix of domestically developed long-range drones and modified Western systems, flying at low altitudes to evade radar detection before detonating on impact. The attack also targeted logistics and military airfields nearby, crippling Russia's ability to launch fighter jets from the region. Western intelligence reports confirm that the strike was not random, it was a carefully executed precision operation designed to send a shockwave through the Russian command structure. As fires continued to burn into the morning, footage showed firefighters battling flames across the tarmac, while smoke blanketed parts of the city skyline. Russian telegram channels erupted with panic, sharing unverified reports that secondary explosions were caused by ammunition stored inside nearby hangars. Though Russian authorities quickly imposed censorship on the coverage, the images had already gone viral worldwide. This latest strike underscores Ukraine's evolving war strategy, no longer just defending its borders, but taking the war directly into the heart of Russia's infrastructure. Analysts suggest that such operations could intensify through the winter, aiming to disrupt Russia's supply chains, military bases, and civilian morale. For now, the Kremlin remains silent about casualties, but independent reports suggest at least 15 injuries and multiple fatalities, most of them airport staff caught in the blasts. President Zelensky's late-night address praised the courage and precision of Ukraine's defense forces, emphasizing that the strikes were a message that aggression comes with consequences. Moscow residents, on the other hand, are now living in constant anxiety as air raid alerts become the new normal in the Russian capital. The psychological impact is immense. Ordinary Russians are now experiencing the very fear that Ukrainians have endured for nearly 3 years. As the dust settles, questions remain. How did Ukraine's drones penetrate Moscow's vaunted S-400 defense systems? Are more strikes on the way? And will Russia retaliate even more brutally in the days ahead? One thing is certain, the war has entered a dangerous new chapter, one where the front lines are no longer confined to the battlefield. Stay with Global Alert TV for continued coverage as we bring you real-time updates, expert analysis, and exclusive footage from both sides of this escalating conflict. Subscribe and hit the bell icon so you don't miss any of our breaking reports from the heart of global events.